Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone above, below, or in between. Welcome to a very exciting episode. It looks like today we're actually going to be covering a professional entertainer. Normally, I don't mess around with these guys, but on this particular occasion, this guy decided, you know what? Bill Maher decided to get up on Twitter. I guess it's because nobody's watching television, and we'll get into that in a bit. The great sadness is, even if Trump doesn't become president, we live in a country where half the people think he should be. Hashtag American Idiots. And that was 10:15 p.m., 14th of October 2016. And of course, he dedicated an entire segment of one of his shows to insulting a common, average, everyday American who asked a question at one of the debates. For our president of the United States. And everybody loved the question that this guy asked. Everybody loved this moment so much that, you know, this guy became a overnight sensation or whatever. He's got his 15 minutes of fame, so to speak. And Bill Maher don't like it none too much. You know, he's like, how dare this little nobody be as famous as I? Or at least that's what I'm gathering out of this. This is what I get from Bill Maher. And I find it ever so interesting. Because how dare, the common American be as famous? And it's only going to be for 15 minutes. And before I even dug into the information about this, before I even asked around, see, when I watched the debates, I only watched the back and forth between Clinton and Trump and the media. I didn't even care about the questions that the people had to ask afterward, because I've seen enough of them too many times. It almost looks like a dog and pony show. It almost looks like it's all pre-planned. That we've heard these questions before. They've answered them before in so many different rallies and events. Again and again and again, and we already know what the answer is going to be. So or at least I have. At least I've heard it all. So for those that didn't watch, that haven't heard the questions and haven't heard the responses, the only thing I was looking for was changes in the responses, and that didn't happen this time around. But anyway, eventually, news about this guy in the red shirt gets around. Apparently, he got famous, and apparently he asked a question about the economy. I think it is, according to the people that I've been asking, because I didn't even know who this guy was. Anyway, Bill doesn't like that too much. Bill doesn't like the fact that this schlub got to be as famous as Bill, and that the people have the right to representation, I think is what it's called. Yeah, the people have a right to representation. He doesn't like that. Anybody that thinks differently, anybody that thinks wrong think. And apparently the people of America aren't as stupid as he's claiming, because that's the narrative. That's what they've been told. America's been dumbed down. According to WikiLeaks, that was their plan. Apparently he's in on the plan. Apparently he's in on it, and he knows about it, and he's just going to insult people to their face. Bill Maher, what kind of a fucking moron are you? Seriously, dude. You got this SJW culture, you got this radical feminist culture, you got this regressive left culture where everybody is offended by everything. Everything is sexist, everything is racist, everything is homophobic, and you got to point it all out. Well, dude, if you got all these people that are offended, why are they going to be watching you that insult them? Why on earth would they watch you? If you know what I mean, if you try, this isn't the 1990s where we had Beavis and Butthead, where we had freaking Bill and Ted, where we had freaking Wayne and Garth, where the people could take a joke, where we had comedy shows like Ice Cube Friday, or Don't Be a Menace to South Central, drinking your gin and juice in the hood. We don't have people that can take that that can take that insult anymore. That culture's gone. You got people that are constantly offended by everything, so much to the point where comedians will refuse to play at freaking college campuses. You bred this culture. You wanted this culture. You voted for it. And now you got what you want, and guess what? Nobody's watching anymore. They're all online. They're talking amongst themselves. And come to find out, The American people aren't as stupid as you think. But you don't want them having representation. You want to call them stupid. And you're thinking that it's 50%. Really, dude, if you look at the turnouts of the rallies and the events that both Trump and Clinton have, Clinton doesn't get a whole lot of people. Trump filled stadium every damn time. Filled venue every time. Every seat filled. People are standing. There's so many people in there. Got to pay ticket scalpers to get tickets for that. Meanwhile, at Clinton's events, if you look on Craigslist, they're paying people to show up. Now I can go on and on and on about the candidate that you think everybody should be voting for. I could be talking about, her failing health. I could be talking about that. I could be talking about the seizures that she has. I could be talking about the event where she actually had to step down from Secretary of State due to health reasons. I could talk about all the different weaknesses that your candidate has. I could talk about the FBI recently considering her incompetent. I could be talking about the fact that she's threatening war with Russia. I could be talking about a dozen different things. But you don't want to hear none of that because supposedly we're stupid. We're the people, we're the little people, we're the folks that don't count. And how dare we have a voice? How dare we be represented? Bill, this isn't mushrooms that you're talking about. You remember that? Mushrooms? You know how there's one that you get, there's all kinds of different mushrooms. There's one that you can put on your salad, tastes great. There's one you can put on your pizza. Again, wonderful. There's one kind of mushroom you can put on your burgers and steaks. Tastes great. Perfect. And then there's this one mushroom that makes you laugh for 8 straight hours. That doesn't seem random now, does it? Not to you, not to me. But there's this group of people that want to say, you know what? All these other mushrooms are okay. But this one mushroom, you can't have that. And you decide to make a little bit about that during your comic relief days. You thought it was kind of screwed up. It's like even God understands that maybe there has to be a day where mankind has to laugh for 8 straight hours. Even God said, you know what? Maybe you need to have a good day. Well, we can take that same argument and we can apply it to this. We can apply it to this. We got all kinds of people that are represented. We got Christian people that are represented. We got non-Christian people that are represented. We got gays and transvestites that are represented. We got blacks, Latinos, whites, and Asians all represented in America. We got all these people that are represented. But if they don't think the same way you think, they shouldn't be represented. That's what you're saying, Bill. And they have to be stupid. They can't be smart. Because how dare they have a voice? How dare they be just as popular as you? Is that what you're saying? This sounds a lot like that mushroom gag that you had back in the day. Only the dumb thing about your mushroom gag is we do have things that make us feel good. Already. We have cigarettes to deal with the stress. We have beer to help us go to sleep at night. Just the same as we have all kinds of other substances for all other sorts of purposes. We got meat to help us build muscles and make us stronger. We got vegetables to make sure our stomach's still working right and everything's coming out just right. Everything that goes in comes out just right. We got ice cream that tastes great and supposed to help us pack on a couple of extra pounds, make us feel good. We got chocolate that makes us feel all warm and gushy inside. We got carbohydrates, noodles, bread, and all that help maintain energy and keep us going and going, so we can do whatever we need. We got fish oils to help our brain functions better and help us see better. We got carrots to help us see even better. We got nuts and berries again to help us with our memory and other issues. And again, more protein. We got all these other substances out there that we can get a hold of, and they're perfectly legal. But you wanted to hold up, everybody. We got mushrooms. We need mushrooms. When you were talking to a bunch of homeless people, remember that? Yeah, I do. Because you were trying to make the case that maybe somebody decided that they shouldn't have a good day. Well, right now, and maybe they're wrong. And right now, you're making the case that maybe somebody shouldn't be represented. And I hate to break it to you, Bill, but you're wrong. You're too wrong on this. No, I have words with anybody that wants to say otherwise. Because as far as I'm concerned, you're a fucking moron. And this elitist crap has got to stop. Because you're better than that. But not right now. And I've had it up to here with people I've had it up to here with people telling me what to fucking do and just take it up the ass. Why do you think the internet got so popular? Why do you think that happened? Because we got tired of being told, this is the way it is, you're going to have to suck it up. So we got online. We were like, you know what, fuck these guys. And guess what? There are all kinds of people that are 10 times funnier than you. There are all kinds of people that'll give us the news and give us the truth. Way better than you will. There are people that actually care about this fucking country. Like this one man that you spent an entire, God knows how many minutes, insulting. As for you, everything's great. You want to stay on top and everybody should be under you. You don't understand that. In the game of elitism, it's kind of like the Highlander. There can be only one, and they're going to be slowly closing the gap. There's going to be fewer and fewer and fewer people that are privileged like yourself. And they're going to take your rights away. But you don't get that. You don't understand that. You don't understand how socialism works. And you don't understand the fact that we may not even survive Hillary Clinton. Because she wants to go to war with all kinds of motherfuckers. Like right now we got some sort of skirmish going on with Libya. And she openly declaring wanting to go to war with Russia. That to me is stupid. But hey, what do I know? What do I know? Because I think Trump should be president. Because I think he can actually fix this country. Anyway, folks, I'm sorry for messing around with politics again, but fuck this guy. Flat fuck Bill Maher. To the guy on the right, to the guy in the red sweater, thank you, sir. I should have watched the program the other day. I should have watched it then. I apologize. I apologize to you, sir. Thank you. Thank you for being there. Thank you for asking questions. Thank you for taking the time out to show up, listen to what everybody had to say. Thank you for taking the time out and being a concerned citizen, sir. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. For what it's worth, you deserve to be famous. Because you care. This other motherfucker fucked Bill Maher. That's going to be me. That's going to be it on the show, folks. Good luck with your projects. Good luck with everybody. Peace out.